It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down. Williamson got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. What? Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun, Williamson. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And taken right on the 30. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. It's Gross. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's French. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
955, 955. Hey, eat. Check.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Yellow. Yellow. Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Slay. Show it up.
On first down, Gross. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Williamson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long. And this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Let him know.
On third down, Williamson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodriguez. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Williamson. They set up the screen to Hill. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the safety creep.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Mike, 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Back to throw. Williamson. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
All day, baby, all day. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
Looking to throw. Williamson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Talk about sacks.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you? That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right? If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Man out.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
I don't need to. I go on, 80. 55. Check nickel. Watch twist. Under 10. 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Gross. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a first down, Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. These two teams all tied after one.
Check. Press them. That's 8-15. Yellow.
On first down, Cowan. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight down. There you go. No.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Switch. 43. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down now. It's Gross, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Williamson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Williamson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game line. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williamson. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Return the ending. 57. Go. Go. 57's Mike. Mike 56. 3. 19. Kill, kill, kill.
To throw on second down. Williamson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the gun, Williamson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go, go, go. He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Gross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Red. 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the Raiders have got him. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Keep playing hard.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Williamson, he's airing it out and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Check 43. Out, 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 out.
They'll run on 1st down. Gross. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Tighten up. 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yellow. Easy. Check 15. Rush in. Hey, 43, 15. You got tight right there.
On first down, it's Gross. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's caught. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yellow. Check 55 to the right. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw on second down. Williamson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, Williamson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williamson. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Deuce, deuce. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They'll keep it on the ground. Langley, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
55. Zoom, fellas, let's go. It's our time. It's our time. Mike, 55. Right side. Get in the middle. 55. Tighten up. Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Quan Alexander, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
4 down. Alert. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here it comes.
To throw again. Williamson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw on third down. Williamson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. Take it at the 37. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Huh? Hey, check 24. Check 43. Hey, watch this. Bang, 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 bang.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Yellow. Argolani.
In your face.
Check. Crunch. Yellow. Check.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Say. Check 3. Watch twist.
They'll try the left side. Langley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Langley, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Motion. 57 color. 58 to Mike, 58. 57. Watch the screen. Exit. Watch the screen. Wide. Get wide.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
This is Hunter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Williamson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to say inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Check.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Undercrush. Back. Check 31.
They run the counter. Langley. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
I'm coming after you.
Second and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Wins championships, baby. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Yo. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Please. Sponge. No.
Operating from the gun, Williamson. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's second down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Williamson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game. Because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Shit!
They'll keep it on the ground. Langley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Shift. White Monday down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Langley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Hey, we're good. 180. White. Showing up. Check 52.
On 2nd down now, Langley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hey. Check your hot read. Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd down, Langley, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they